The roar of the engine was the last thing he remembered. Now, only the deafening silence of the jungle answered his calls. A 16-year-old boy alone, surrounded by a wall of green so dense, so dark, it felt like the world had swallowed him whole. The wreckage of the plane was a distant memory, a scar on the landscape he'd stumbled away from. Fear was a cold companion, but hunger a far more demanding one. His first days were a blur of desperation, learning the hard way which berries brought sickness and which streams ran clear. Survival was a brutal teacher. Then one twilight, a shadow detached itself from the deeper darkness. Sleek, powerful, with eyes like molten gold. A black panther. But instead of a predator, he found a protector. The great cat, which he came to call Onyx, began to shadow him, leading him to prey and warning him of unseen dangers. Soon after, another joined their unlikely trio, a wise old orangutan with long reddish-brown fur and a gaze that held the wisdom of the ancient forest. The boy named him Sage. Sage taught him which plants could heal, how to build a shelter that could withstand the monsoon rains, and the silent language of the jungle. Their bond was forged in the crucible of survival, but it would be tested by fire. A tremor shook the ground, a low rumble that grew into a deafening roar. The volcano that loomed over their territory had awakened. Rivers of molten rock began to carve new, fiery paths through their home. Panic seized the jungle's creatures. It was a race against time. Sage, knowing the ancient pathways, led the way, while Onyx, with his strength and speed, cleared obstacles and defended them from other panicked, aggressive animals fleeing the destruction. The boy, no longer a frightened child but a resourceful leader, used his human ingenuity to build a raft, a desperate gamble to cross a raging, ash-choked river, the final barrier between them and safety. As they reached the high ground, watching the fiery destruction from afar, a profound change settled over the boy. The jungle hadn't just been a place of survival, it had become his home. He wasn't the lost boy from the crash anymore. He was part of this wild world, his skin tanned by the sun, his muscles honed by the climb. He moved with the grace of Onyx and thought with the wisdom of Sage. He was no longer just surviving, he was thriving, a wild child of the jungle, forever bound to his extraordinary family. Thanks for watching our story unfold. If you were captivated by this journey of survival and friendship, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing tales. We'll see you in the next video.